20 years ago, Billy Blaze was a child who lived a normal child's life, as normal as a child with an IQ of 314 is anyway. He went to school, he had to eat his vegetables, and he went to bed every night at 8 o'clock. But 20 years ago, Billy Blaze was also Commander Keen, Defender of the Galaxy. He was responsible for saving the Earth from a Vorkon invasion, saving the Keepers of the Oracle, saving the galaxy from the Megamatic Galaxy Exploder, and he even saved his babysitter. But in the space of a single week, Commander Keen went from being a hero to being a recluse. It all started when the Vorkon High Commander of the New Order was assassinated only days after their race was freed from the slavery of the Grand Intellect, Keen's longtime nemesis. Commander Keen, however, was busy fighting the Grand Intellect's forces in an attempt to stop the Universal Toaster from destroying reality itself. However, there was no Universal Toaster. There was only Mortimer McMire trying his best to get Billy Blaze killed. Who would want to end reality anyway? Billy decided then to take McMire into custody, implicating him as the assassin of the Vorkon High Commander. With Mortimer McMire, the much-feared Grand Intellect behind bars, with a life sentence for the assassination, Keen was free to leave the security of the galaxy with the intergalactic police of the planet Vicnix, and go home to perhaps live a normal life. But that, of course, is where our story begins. Billy, 18 years later, 18 years after putting McMire in jail, 18 years after the assassination of the Vorkon High Commander, and 18 years since since Commander Keen was last called upon to save the universe, was busy with school, while the universe once again began tearing itself apart. That was really long. So, this is the end-of-month top pick for the month of January 2014. It is called Commander Keen Heroes Lost. It was made by THD Pro. I believe he's known as Thud in the community, if I'm not mistaken. And this was released December 29th, 2012. So yeah, it is basically Commander Keen 18 years later. I mean, that's quite an interesting storyline they decided to pick there. So yeah, he is in college, and all of a sudden things starts to happen because he is Commander Keen. At least people still think he is anyway, even if he's kind of put that moniker away. People still kind of want his blood. Apparently, as I can understand it, I've only played the first 10 minutes of the game here. This is as much as I've played, and I kind of want to play more because the game is just it just enchanted me since I started playing. It's like, wow. So as I understand it, the lab that he was basically working at for his little college course there has been developing a bioweapon of some sort, and so Billy Blaze has kind of found himself in an interesting position pretty fast. So this is an RPG, which is kind of weird as far as a Commander Keen game, but it still works. It's an action RPG kind of similar to the later Final Fantasy games, and it's very reaction-based. When you start an attack, you'll be faced with a window that will say randomly either miss, hit, or crit. You press space when you want to attack, and it will do whatever was in that window when you hit space. It took me a few seconds to realize how this works, but worked out at the end. The magic system is kind of different as well, using your zapper thingamabob. Basically, you have to equip your weapon, you have to equip as well a battery, and the battery will pretty much determine how much charge you have, which is basically how your MP works. And then you basically have to try to hit space when the cursor is above the blue area to charge your attack. Once it has enough charge, you will fire off a special attack. Along the way, you'll be running into various characters. I believe most of them are actual characters from the Keen lore, as one could put it. The first one being Elix, which I actually don't remember. It sounds like I should remember, but I just don't. Sorry. I really like the effects that this game uses. I mean, the animations themselves are pretty nifty, but I like the kind of distortion effect that is obtained when basically switching between MegaZeux and Super MegaZeux modes. And it kind of creates kind of a distortion effect, and I like that. That's just a cute effect that I just had to comment on right there. Along the way, you will very quickly find where you park your being-with bacon mega rocket and actually get to use it to travel to places, which is pretty cool. He's definitely made some improvements to his computer watch. The interface is a lot more concise and windowed. And it also still comes with a minigame. It's called Pix Race. And it's really interesting, although kind of hard and really easy to lose yourself. I didn't actually capture it in the video, but that gives you a reason to give it a try. So, all in all, like I said, I started playing this game and I was just completely enchanted by it right away. Really worth looking at, and I don't even know the story later on in the game, but I want to find out. Really need to get back to making Let's Plays of these games. Is there anything else I could say about it? Well, really, this video is pretty much my entire knowledge of this game. A lot of these games I've basically never played before, and some of these I've played a long time ago, so I don't quite remember it, so I just kind of go by my impression here. And that's basically this entire series, is I'm showing you my impression of the game as I open it up and play it, and oftentimes as much as I've played is within this video, so now you have some insights on how this series works. So yeah, that is an entire month done, guys. I just need to do this 11 more times, and I'll have done a successful series. It's 365 videos long. Oh man. Hope you guys are liking it. As far as comments, it's kind of hard for me to follow comments because this is not on my account, it's on LowBiasGaming. If you want to, leave me some feedback, you're free to either send me a message here on YouTube, MZX, as it shows at the end of the video, or you can also leave me a message on the LowBiasGaming forums. The link is in the doobly-doo down there, as well as at the end of the video. I've received a few comments already, and I've seen that a few people in the MegaZeux community are actually watching these videos and enjoying them, and that's really cool to find out. Anyway, so that's it for January. Still many games to go in the Digital MegaZeux vault. I'm gonna cover as many as I can within this series. So, give me some feedback, and it's much appreciated. Thank you for watching. I'm Coolio if you don't know, and I'll see you guys next month.